If you're in perimenopause or menopause and you feel mentally foggy, exhausted, forgetful, or like your brain just isn't working the way it used to, some of the foods marketed as healthy may actually be making things worse. And I see this all the time with midlife women who are trying so hard to eat healthy. Today, I'm walking you through a few common foods and nutrition habits that could contribute to brain fog and what to do instead so that you can feel more clear, steady, and energized again. And just so you know, this isn't about perfection or cutting out every food you enjoy. This is about understanding what actually supports your body in midlife because what worked at 25 often doesn't work the same as it does now. The first thing I see all the time is a breakfast that looks healthy but leaves women crashing a few hours later. Things like granola bowls, cereal, toast, smoothies with mostly fruit, or coffee and a protein bar. The problem is these meals are often very low in protein and very high in quick carbs. So your blood sugar rises quickly and then crashes. And when that crash happens, it actually feels like brain fog, fatigue, cravings, irritability, and needing another cup of coffee just to function. Your brain needs stable fuel. And one of the biggest mistakes I see in midlife women is unintentionally under eating protein earlier in the day. So instead of doing a carb heavy breakfast by itself, I'd replace it with something more balanced. For example, things like eggs and fruit, Greek yogurt with extra protein, a smoothie that actually has enough protein in it, some cottage cheese, and even leftovers from dinner the night before with protein. Simple shifts like this can make a huge difference in your mental clarity. And this is actually one of the things I walk through inside my free perimenopause brain fog reset guide because most women don't realize how much their nutrition patterns affect energy and focus. Now, let's talk about smoothies for a second because this one surprises most people. We think that smoothies are mostly healthy, right? Some smoothies are basically desserts in disguise, especially if it's mostly fruit, juice, sweeteners, nut butter, and granola, but very little protein. It can spike blood sugar really quickly. Now, listen, I'm not anti smoothie. I love a good smoothie just as much as anyone else, but I've had to learn this too. A smoothie can absolutely work, but it needs enough protein and balance to actually support your body instead of creating another crash. So instead of making it mostly fruit, try adding some protein powder or Greek yogurt and some chia seeds, reducing the juice that you put in and pairing it with protein on the side. What actually matters here is a blood sugar stability and steady energy. Okay, so this is probably one of the biggest things I see connected to brain fog in midlife. A lot of women are unintentionally under eating protein, especially women who spent years dieting or trying to eat light. But in midlife, your body becomes more sensitive to stress, and underfueling can actually make symptoms feel worse. Protein matters because it helps to do a lot of different things in your body, like stabilize blood sugar, support your muscles, support your recovery, support energy, and even support brain function. And honestly, many women don't feel dramatically better because they need another supplement. They feel better because they finally start fueling their body consistently. Inside my brain fog reset guide, I also give simple ideas for building meals around protein first because this is where so many women start feeling more stable mentally and physically. Another thing I see all the time is women barely eating all day and then wondering why they feel exhausted, foggy, and out of control around food later at night. And usually it's because they've been taught that eating less is always better. But here's the mistake. Midlife women often don't need more restriction. They need more consistency. Sometimes the body feels safer and more stable when our meals are more predictable and protein is consistent, blood sugar is supported, and our overall stress is lower. And that's very different from constantly trying to be good with food. If you've been struggling with brain fog lately, I really want you to hear this. It doesn't automatically mean something's wrong with you. Sometimes your body is simply asking for more support in the form of better fuel, more stability, or even more consistency with healthy habits. And honestly, a few simple nutrition shifts can sometimes make a much bigger difference than women expect. And if you want help simplifying this, I linked my free perimenopause brain fog reset guide below. It'll walk you through some simple steps to support energy, nutrition, and brain clarity in this season of life. And after this, go watch my video on why strength training helps brain fog too, because nutrition and muscle health work together in a really powerful way in midlife.